Hey everybody, this is Charlie Cook from Riding Shotgun with Charlie, and also from the Gungrams. The Gungrams are where I play the trumpet and shoot a gun at the same time. And I am at the range today because I want to send a special shout out to all of the people that I got to meet at the Gun Rights Policy Conference this past weekend, or last weekend, in Tampa, Florida. So, all of you guys, I had a great time. I had an awesome time, and I want to say thanks to all of the people that I got to meet, starting with Brent Amsden and Tom Osner, Sarah Cade, Sean Sorrento from the gun blog Ponycast, Eric Pallett and Nicole Stoddard from the Pink Pistols. We want to send a shout out to Rachel, Rob, Paul, John, Gary, and Matt from the Polite Society Gun Podcast. They actually had me on their podcast while we were still in Tampa. I want to send a thank you to the Reverend Ken Blanchard, the black man with the gun. I ran into him at the airport. I want to send a thank you to Craig Kendall. I want to send a shout out to Marcus Weldon and Rick Ector from Legally Armed in Detroit. I want to send a shout out to Cheryl Todd and Dan Todd from Gun Freedom Radio. I want to send a shout out to Cheryl Lawson, Clover Lawson, and Amanda Suffolcool from the DC Project. Sending a shout out to Jenny Johnson from Women and Guns Magazine. I want to send a shout out to Andrew Gottlieb from the Second Amendment Foundation. Sending a shout out to Nikki Gozer, author, speaker, and activist. She wrote the book Denied a Chance. I want to send a shout out to author Chris Bird from the Concealed Handgun Manual. An unbelievable shout out to John Lott, author of The War on Guns. I want to send a shout out to A.W.R. Hawkins from Breitbart. He's also the political analyst for Armed American Radio. I want to send one to the one and only Masad Ayub. I want to send a shout out to Larry Pratt of the Gun Owners of America. I want to send a shout out to Greg Hopkins, author of A Time to Kill. I want to send a shout out to Jeff Street from Step by Step Gun Training. I want to send a shout out to John Henry from Georgia Carry. I want to send a shout out to Kevin Sona from America Under Distress. I want to send a shout out to Mark Garrison from Diversified Solutions. I want to send one to Alexander Rubian from the New Jersey Second Amendment Society. We got one for Jim Irvine of Faster Saves Lives. We have one for Sean Brodale, Timothy Wheeler, and John Eden from the Doctors for Responsible Gun Ownership. We have one special thanks to Mark Walters from Armed American Radio, author of 2 books. He is one of the passengers from Riding Shotgun with Charlie. And I have a very special shout out to Alan Gottlieb, founder of the Second Amendment Foundation. Alan was actually the man that approved me to come to this in Tampa. There we go. So I had a great time. I met so many wonderful people. I know I left some people out. I'm sure I did. But I just want to say thanks. I had a great time. I really hope to see everybody next year at Dallas, because I got to tell you, going to the GRPC is an awful lot of fun. Check this out. Look at that. GRPC. So I hope to see you guys next year in Dallas at the Gun Rights Policy Conference. You guys have a great and a safe year. This is Charlie from Riding Shotgun with Charlie. Cut!